Knicks, giving a review of this Tuesday's draft. Let's just get right into it, man. I ain't gonna waste your time. Can't talk about the draft without speaking about our cap situation as it currently stands. All five of the starters are back next year. I'm gonna have another video really getting into the cap and what it is that we can and can't do. But just to give a quick synopsis, all five starters are under contract. That leaves the free agents being Jose Alvarado, who has a player option. Jordan Clarkson's a free agent. Landry's a free agent. Mitch is a free agent. And of course, that leaves Cat extension eligible and Josh and Deuce also extension eligible. So that's where we stand right now, meaning we have some roster spots available for these draftees, even though I'm kind of like half and half on I think the 24th pick, we're going to pick someone. And I think 31st, maybe the 55th overall. I could see them drafting, stashing that. I could see them drafting, stashing 31st and 55th overall, to be honest with you. But I could see that being a draft and stash situation or a trade situation. Leon and company are just more so like keen on getting free cap space, especially if it's going to be, as I mentioned, we have 4 free agents. One has a player option. How are we going to keep Mitch? I think whether we pick or not, we're going to be in a second apron. We're looking like a second apron team. And that's not such a bad thing. I know Dolan put that quote out there about it being suicide, but the second apron isn't bad if you're going to get in and out. A year, maybe 2 years, get in and out. You've seen countless teams do it. Well, really, the Celtics and, a bunch of other teams who have done it. It's okay if you get in and out of the second apron. If you stay in it for too long, that's when it starts to accumulate and it becomes worse and worse. So it's not so bad to be in a second apron per se. But nevertheless, the draft is what you want to talk about. As I said, 24th overall, 31st overall, 55th overall. I have a few players that I do like. I'm kind of like okay on. Let's just get right into it, man. So without even going into who I expect for the 24th, 31st, because I kind of compare those two the same almost. I feel like the players who will be available 24th might be available 31st. You know what I mean? And obviously, vice versa. The 55th overall pick is where it's kind of like these players who I'm naming are probably not going to be available. Maybe one might be, but probably won't be. So we'll see. UConn's big man, Tyrus Evans, man. Tyrus Evans is a big man, a big bully ball big man with touch. He can move well. I like his motor, especially on the boards. Decent post moves and some pretty decent footwork, man. Like I like his mobility. Big diesel guy. He looks like solid. Like, you know what I mean? And he really kind of like people bounces off of him, man. Like I like his game. Okay rim protection. I mean, he is big, but I'm not seeing enough of the rim protection as much as I watched him. And I watched him, throughout the year as well, here and there. But even, scouting him recently for this video, just not seeing the elite rim protection, especially if you're going to consider not paying Mitch and let's say drafting a Tyrese Evans. And you want him to be a 1-for-1 supplement for Mitch. You're not getting Mitch when you're getting Tyrese Evans. I mean, you're not getting Mitch for whoever you get, but I just not seeing a rim protection that I need to see from a big man like that. And then he's a non-shooting big. I mean, the shot is not really good, to be honest with you. Like, I mean, as much as I've watched him, haven't seen a consistent jump shot. So, the touch around the rim is really good. The footwork is really good. He has really good post moves. I mean, the up and under he does, like 22-year-old prospect, fairly on the older side-ish. Maybe you were expecting a little bit more polish. And as I said, you see it with the footwork. You see it with, you see it with the motor. You see it with the touch, but just not with the jump shot. I got a Jalen Duren comp. That's how I see him, just with a little bit more offense. And not the defensive motor that Duren has. I'm not crazy about him as a prospect. I mean, I don't think we should go big. I'm hoping we just keep Mitch. You know what I mean? But if we have to, and that's what it is, It wouldn't be awful. Personally speaking, I really don't really want to go big. And during down the list, I'll tell you where I really want to go. Duke Wing, Isaiah Evans, tall, linky sharpshooter, good range from three. He's a decent slasher as well. Not a defensive wizard, but because he's long, he can get his hands in the passing lane. People talk about how he's very one-dimensional. It's really just offense, and that's it. That's scary to hear, especially among the scouting community. Very scary if that's the case, man. I mean, especially when I think about this team pertaining to the Knicks. We predicate ourselves on having really guys who can do both, except for Mitch. So to get that out of a prospect, and could he develop into a better defender? You know, he gets around a Mikal Bridges, he gets around an OG, a Josh, a Landry if we keep him, Meduse, and then he develops some defensive instincts. Sure, because defense is effort. He really needs to get stronger, man, and the defense has to be the thing that's going to dictate whether he's a actual legit starter or just NBA player, as opposed to just this sharpshooting guy who could just come off the bench and making shots, and a specialist nevertheless. That will decide it, man. When I watch him, man, I mean, personally speaking, I know I hear a lot of different, Bones Highland. I saw that out there. I got a Brandon Ingram light. I mean, they just look alike to me as far as their game is concerned. I know Brandon Ingram is ridiculously skilled as an offensive player. And I think Evans also is very skilled as an offensive player as well. A lot of really good shooting. The form looks really good. And then they don't play defense pretty much alike. But I see Brandon Ingram, but a light version of Brandon Ingram. As I said, he really needs to bulk up, man. I mean, we already have one frail guy in Mikal Bridges. We don't need another. We pick him, cool. Everybody's pretty high on him. I think wing is kind of where I would want to go. I want a bigger wing. But if we are going to go with a 6'5" guy, 6'6" guy who's going to be scoring, he needs to be phenomenal at scoring. I think one of my guys down the list might answer that bell. But let's get right to it. Forward, Karim Lopez. He's a bigger guy with skills, man. He has a skill set, a decent shooter, not really great, but okay. Decent playmaker, pretty much okay. Not a real quick guy or a fast guy. Pretty good in transition. Personally speaking, when I see him and I see a bootleg Sengun, guys like Karim Lopez, you're really betting on his upside, whatever that is, and you're betting that he just figures it out. I mean, I see players like him get drafted all the time and they don't pan out. These like kind of jack of all trades kind of players, like they don't do anything really good, but they don't do anything really well, but they do a bunch of things pretty decently, pretty good. He has some skills, but when I watch him, I'm just not seeing anything that I could just like hang my hat on. He doesn't have a wow to me. He's just a big guy. He has some real good skill set and he can move really well. When I look at Karim Lopez, I don't see it. I don't see the defense really. I don't really see a ridiculously great motor. I'm kind of okay on the player as I've watched him. Zuby Ejiofor, St. John's, man. Big man, high motor defensively. Very good mobility. The intensity on the defensive end is off the charts. A rim protector as well, especially at his height. He's probably like 6'9", something like that, I believe. 6'9", 6'8", maybe 6'10". Good hook shot. He just needs a consistent jump shot, man. And, we watched it against the Duke team when they played against Duke, and they lost. He was shooting some shots, some threes, and he doesn't shoot enough of them, and he doesn't make enough of them when he does shoot them. And it's not that he's afraid to shoot it. His form looks good, doesn't look bad. It's just something that he really has to work on now. He gets the three-point shot. Hey, personally, I had to think about it. He is a tweener. I put early Kenneth Faried, but he could be a Kenneth Fareed, Jalen Williams on OKC kind of like mesh. Like the motor reminds me of an early Kenneth Fareed. But if that jump shot really comes and it really becomes a mainstay in his game, he could be a Jalen Williams meet Kenneth Fareed kind of player, which on this team would be phenomenal. Like that swing kind of player who could play the 3 and the 4. But the only way you could play him at the 3 is if he gets a consistent jump shot because he has the motor. He has the motor. The defense and the defensive instincts is there. You know, like he has some of the things that is very like, interesting. It's just the shot needs to be there. And can he work on it? Sure. Ejiofor is an older prospect as well. So is this it? Is there more to it or is this it? But my pick of who I like personally, I really like Malik Thomas. I really like Malik Thomas, man. Really good wing shooter in all facets, on pin downs, off the dribble, in transition, spot ups, midi. Like really good offensive skill set. He was a point guard in high school. He really let Acuff get his off on the point guard position when they both went to Arkansas. So you get a ball handler, you get a really, really good scorer. I mean, I like Malik Thomas as a on this team. I like him. I get it. He's 6'3". He seems taller than me than 6'3". I don't understand why, but if we're not gonna keep Shamet or we're gonna move on from Deuce, if that's a possibility, or you move on from JC, you don't re-sign him and re-sign him for the vet minimum, you move on from him. I would like Malik Thomas, man. I would go guard 24 for the Malik Thomas, and then with the 31st pick, whoever is available as far as an actual tall wing, a tweener, 4-3-4 kind of wing, also can make in a jump shot. I would do that. I really like Malik Thomas, man. Some of the defensive plays, man, he gets in the passing lane. Now, not a good defender. Not a good defender, to be honest with you. But he gets in the passing lanes really good. The arm length really helps him out. Because I said he seems taller than 6'3", man. You know what I mean? And I got him as a better ball handling, way better, somewhat better. I know it's messed up to say this, but way kind of little more better scoring Emmanuel Quickly. I know Knicks fans is probably like, IQ. Really? We could get IQ again? I got him as an Emmanuel Quickly type with just a lot more better handle, a lot more better wiggle. Like, I like Malik Thomas' game, man. I want him, man. That would be a great addition. Big man, Koa Pete. Big man, he's a big with touch, good athleticism. He gives me tweener vibes, Koa Pete. He boards well. He has a good handle, playmaking for his size, some decent pass, especially in a post. He's good at passing inside the post. Strong kid, jump shot. It looks awful to me. It doesn't look good to me, the jump shot, man. I've watched him a good amount throughout, of course, last season. And then even when I'm watching a film on him, I don't like the jump shot, man. His defense is shaky for a big. To me, man, I mean, I know this. I kind of went back and forth on it. He gives me a less athletic, non-shooting, but more skilled Aaron Gordon, stronger Aaron Gordon. That's just what I see when I see him play. Maybe I'll go back and watch some more on him, but when I first saw him, that's kind of, and I'm thinking about early on Aaron Gordon. Now Aaron Gordon has a full skill set, but like back then Aaron Gordon, that's what Koa Pete gives me a little bit. This is what we have, man. Big man, Ugana Onyenso. Kind of butchered that a little bit. I collided a little bit. A defensive shot blocking, athletic big. He explodes on dunks. He's a lob threat. That's pretty much it with him, man. Like, you're not getting scoring for him. The jump shot doesn't look bad. Like, his form doesn't look bad, but the jump shot is not there. And if that does develop, that does change some things. I got a Nerlens Noel comp, man. Knicks fans are familiar, man. He reminds me of Nerlens Noel. Like, you know, I don't know. Again, I'm not too crazy over the bigs in this draft. Like, that's gonna be left for us, man. So I'm kind of good on him too. Again, if he drops to number 55, but we keep that pick, between him, Koa Pete, Tyrus Evans, like, even Zuby Ejiofor, you want to take a flyer on any one of those at the 55th? Cool. But when it comes to the 24th and the 31st, I'm going wing. Like some ball handling, some really good scoring, some really good shooting. I really looking for a microwave scorer and not just a catch and shoot guy, man. And, we got to be honest with ourselves. Shamit is pretty much essentially a catch and shoot guy, but he can play defense. Deuce is essentially a catch and shoot guy, but he can play defense. So maybe, as I said, Malik Thomas's of the world give you a little bit more dynamo, a little bit more dynamic offensive output. Wing Tyler Bilodeau, if I'm saying that correct. I watch him. Again, man, it's just draft PTSD. But when I watch players like him, and he has a motor, he has a real good motor. He has some skill set to him. A big guy as well, big guy, moves pretty well. There's not something that I'm watching that's making me go, wow. Like, he doesn't jump off the screen for me, for my liking. I'm not seeing it. I'm kind of good on him too. Again, 55th, you want to take a flyer, and he's a wing. But when I see him, it's kind of like he's just not, he moves well, but not well enough as a wing for me. As I've been watching him, as the tape that I've watched on him, I'm not seeing the fluidity, as enough fluidity as I need to see from a wing. So I'm kind of good on that as well. Two other players that I do like a lot. I love Cameron Carr. I love Chris Sant. I do like those players as prospects as well. That's my pick, man. My pick is I really want Malik Thomas. And if you want to make a bet on his jump shooting, maybe get Zuby Ejiofor with the 34th pick. There's a possibility that Zuby goes undrafted, man. It's a possibility. I will go there. I will go Malik, then Zuby, to be honest with you. And if you're not going to go Malik, you're going to go Isaiah Evans, I'll do that too. Isaiah Evans, like, he could score the ball as well. Just a little primer in the draft, man. Just throwing some names out there who will be interesting. It's only a few days away, 2 days away, man. The season just ended for us. And I haven't really even got to go knee deep into the draft. I usually would do a few videos about the draft, some sleeper picks, etc. But, hey, it is what it is, man. So I'll be recapping the draft after it's done. And then we'll get into the free agency stuff, some trades, some rumor mill stuff, our cap situation, where can we go? I don't think we're going to be active on the free agency market this year. I don't think we can be active. I think it's going to be more so signing our own veterans. And maybe there's a trade out there for us. Maybe a trade could happen. Maybe we could get in one of these 10-team trades that might happen with this Giannis trade. It might turn into a whole league trade with the amount of people who want to get involved into it. So, we'll see. But I don't see too much activity for us. Mad Knicks here. Like, comment, subscribe. Subscribe to my Mad Knicks short channel. Follow me on @KMoores_. See you all Tuesday night after the draft. And y'all already know, man.